Let me tell you a story, an African story. Once upon a time, the hare was the fastest animal in the kingdom. But that being a good thing, though, but the hare became too boastful, going about challenging every animal to a race and collecting their properties. It got to a time when the lion, the king of the jungle, was about giving his daughter. And then the hare challenged and said, "Oh king, mighty king, you can't give your daughter out without a contest." And he suggested a racing contest, knowing fully well that he was the fastest in the kingdom. But it troubled the lion because, you see, whoever marries his daughter becomes king after him, and he wouldn't want a boastful animal like the hare to be king after him. But he went about thinking, but his hands were tied, because definitely the challenge has already been thrown open. So he announced to the whole animals in the kingdom and said, "In 7 days' time, there will be a racing contest, and whoever wins the race will be giving my daughter to marry." This news excited the hare, but then every animal gave up except the tortoise. The tortoise, being a very slow animal, he knew that there was no way he could contest or he could win the hare in a race. So what did he do? While the hare went about celebrating, the tortoise went about studying the hare, studying his strength, studying his weaknesses, and he discovered the hare liked drinking. So the tortoise came up with a plan. He sought out the route for the race, and he placed palm wine at every junction of the race. On the D-Day, all the animals came out, but none was bold enough to come out to challenge the hare. So it was left for the race was open for only the tortoise and the hare. A whole lot of animals gave up. They were like, no, the hare has already won it. Even the hare went about, chanting, collecting chants from people because he knew he was definitely going to win the tortoise. Imagine a hare, a tortoise. Come on, you see? There was no chance. But the tortoise had a plan. When the whistle was blown, the race began. It was supposed to be a race of 3 days. But in 1 day, the hare has covered almost half, more than half the journey, remaining just a stone throw for him to win, while the tortoise was still behind, slowly peaking. But then the hare got to the first stop, where he saw the palm wine. Enough palm wine, sweet palm wine. He was like, what's there? Just take this. After all, that lazy tortoise, he would never catch up with me. He took the first one, finished it. On he went. The next stop, he saw another palm wine. Remember, the tortoise was way behind. The hare was like, nothing. Took the second one. Kept running. But now, it was getting to him. He got to the next stop, the third stop. He saw more palm wine, and this time it was sweeter. Blended with the other stuffs. What the Yorubas call rishi. It was all there with the palm wine. The hare was like, wow. But anyway, Don't worry, the tortoise is still behind. Let me just, enjoy myself. Went in and feasted, drank enough palm wine, enough meat, enjoyed himself, knowing fully well that there was no way the tortoise was going to catch up with him. But lo and behold, that was where he got drunk. And then when he got up to try continuing his race, he couldn't. But just, the way the drunks do, from side to side, and ultimately fell into a heap, slept. 2 days later, the tortoise crawled and got to where the hare was, shook his head and laughed, continuing his race. And before the hare would wake up, he saw the tortoise being raised up. The chants of victory, shouts of celebration. Had I known. What's the moral of the story? Ability is good, but it is never enough. As we step into this new year, remember, hey, even in your ability, apply wisdom and don't get too boastful. I'll say it again. Even in your ability, get enough ability, but even in that, apply wisdom and don't get too boastful. Or else, in all your ability, you would allow a less capable person pass you by, which would be a shame. It's a lesson to you. It's a lesson to me. Don't be too boastful and apply wisdom. Until I see you again next week, these are Tales at Sunrise, and my name is Patrick Momneng. I'll see you. Bless.